Mason Sports Cards Talk. Sports Talk. First in the chat. Dearman 2019. Sorry, Donald. I want to get a cake with my mom for my birthday, and we were out and forgot to grab the package to bring it with me. Wesley Tonneson. Hey, Donald. How are you? I am doing well today. We are going to be going into another 3-part video today. First off, our 4 Hall of Fame inductees. Robert Hone is in the house. Sportsline is here. We're up to 8 people already. Pretty quick for just popping into the live. But yeah, we've got 4 Hall of Fame inductees. Cards in my car with Robert Posada. I got Kevin's package in the mail. That's cool. I love his own card. Yeah. Oh, here. I know other people have been asking and stuff. So when you do interact with me, if you do, I do have a rookie card of myself here. And upon request, I might even autograph it. So that is my rookie card. Not the bestest picture, but I'm lurking in the shadows. And then, sorry. So that is my Topps 2000. I had these made actually last year, 2019, and it's a limited edition, only 100 cards in the set. I've already given away my first box, and I'm working on my second box right now. Are you a designated hitter? Yes, I am a designated hitter for the Seattle Mariners. So there we go. Just wanted to kind of pop that out there real quick, show that. But yes, we will be doing our 4 Hall of Famers for the induction for 1970. Then I do have a family milk haul package from Chris Hoyt. That is somebody from my Facebook community that sent me a package. I do have followers on Facebook and YouTube. And then after this, we will be doing a Grand Slam Super Value pack box. Has 400 collectible cards inside. I'll give you a little sneak peek and preview on this one. I did open these up in the mid-90s when I was stationed in the military overseas in Okinawa, Japan. So where it says genuine autograph card inside, the autograph card is no longer in there. Don't even remember for sure what I did with them. There's a possibility it could be in there, but I don't believe I left the autographs in there. But after I opened these boxes, I just put them right back in the box, and they have been in storage since that time frame. I had 4 of these total. About a couple months ago, I opened up one of these when we went through, when my son was home for Christmas, and we went through me and my wife's walk-in closet, and we're cleaning things out, and I rediscovered these. So kind of like when you rediscover Topps, that's what this is, rediscovered boxes. So I've got, after this one opening, probably next week I'll open another one, and then the week after that, the 3rd one. Okay, but we're just going to go through and see if we can find some good rookie cards out of there, some star cards, or possibly some Hall of Famers. Okay, so this is pretty much what is on the agenda for today. So it is 10:30, so I'm going to go ahead and set things to the side here as we get ready to go through our Hall of Famers for today. Let me kind of just set these down, put this box out of the way, just so I do have a little bit more room here to put the Hall of Famers that we are going to go over today. Okay, get these lined up here real quick. Probably, let's see, if we do it right like that, I can bring them front and center when we get to each of these Hall of Famers. So, my dad's name is on the package that I sent. Oh, that's no problem, Huber. Appreciate that. I'll probably figure it out, since it's coming from Maryland, that it'll be from you guys back there in Maryland. Anybody able to get Bowman First Edition? No, I didn't. I haven't found any yet. Is Ethan having a sale today? And if so, what time? Yes, I did get a message on Ethan's sale. I'm pretty sure it's the same time that he does it each week. our last name is Hubers. I kind of figured that one out there, Hubers Trick Shots. And being to your dad's channel too. Mason Sports Talk, I am doing great. All right. Did see you were in here taking Dan Vogelback's job, Donald. Vogie's Vogie's spot as designated hitter. No, I don't think I could match up to Vogelback, that's for sure. But it would be fun to try. I don't think I could hit the ball as far as he does, that's for sure, when he gets a hold of them. Okay. So without further ado, we are going to get into our content at hand. And of course, our first Hall of Famer that is up to bat for 1970 is Lou Boudreau. Lou Boudreau is our first Hall of Famer that is up to bat. So we're gonna. I only had one of the players. I believe it was Lou Boudreau's card, a baseball card. But since the other three I didn't have a baseball card for them, I figured, well, I might as well at least do it with the Hall of Fame postcard induction plaques. I have this whole set in case you've never seen these and stuff. These are actual postcards that you can get from the National Baseball Hall of Fame in New York, Cooperstown, New York. They come out with these each year when they have the Hall of Fame inductees. You can actually put a postage stamp on there and send it to somebody, but I like to keep them in pristine shape. So I do keep them all in a binder. So without further ado, let's get into these, and then we can go through the family milk haul package and then go through that box of 400 cards, okay? I already know that, Dearman. You've said it quite a few times already, but I appreciate you being here, buddy. Happy birthday, buddy. Okay? I wasn't able to send out today since today was my birthday. That's okay, Dearman. Hopefully you can get to the post office tomorrow and send it out. That way I can open it on my channel sometime next week. That would be awesome. Okay? Thanks there, Dearman. And everybody wish happy birthday to Dearman. It's his birthday today. As if you haven't figured that out by now. All right. So Louis Boudreau, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1970. His primary team is the Cleveland Indians, and he was a shortstop. That's for you there. No, there you go. Okay. Emojis are nice, but try and limit your emojis to three. And don't forget thumbs up in the chat. Okay, appreciate it if you guys can give me thumbs up in the chat. Looks like most of the people have done that already that are here. But if any of my moderators do have a chance to do that, please remind somebody new when they come in to give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Okay. So, let's see. Where's Robert? Is Robert Hone still in here? Is Robert lurking about? I know he's a St. Louis... Oh, no, he's a St. Louis Cardinals. What am I thinking of? Not a Cleveland Indian. Or maybe he is Cleveland Indians. Sometimes I get confused. But anywho, all right, let's get into his induction information. So this is reaching the top. That's what we still strive for no matter what profession we're in. I feel that my life is fulfilled now. Lou Boudreau on his induction into the Hall of Fame. Lou Boudreau did it all in baseball. He played, managed, and broadcast. He was an excellent defensive shortstop and a punchy hitter. After one game in 1938 and 53 games in 1939, Boudreau became the Indians' regular shortstop in 1940, hitting .295, driving in 101 runs and leading the American League in fielding percentage for the first of 10 consecutive seasons. In 1942, the Indians shocked the baseball world by hiring their 24-year-old shortstop as a player manager. Boudreau would continue in that role through 1950. In 1946, he devised the Williams shift, sometimes known as the Boudreau shift, placing all the infielders on the right side of second base and leaving only the left fielder across the diamond in an attempt to stop the pull-hitting Ted Williams. Williams Williams continued to pull the ball and acknowledged that the shift hurt him. Williams did hit a inside-the-park homer in the game that clinched the 1946 pennant for Boston. Few players or managers ever had a better season than Boudreau did in 1948. Later that year, Lou Boudreau was the greatest shortstop and leader I ever seen, said Hall of Famer Bill McKinney, a coach with the club. The Indians went 97-58, while Boudreau hit .355 with 106 RBIs, a career-high 18 home runs, and struck out only 9 times and 560 at-bats. Let me pop in the chat here real quick. Robert Hone is here. All right. Cards in my car with ARPA. I'm doing well. Hope you're having a good day as well, Robert. Kevin's in the house. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being in the house there, Kevin. Appreciate you being here today. Did you get this off of... I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny. The Indians and Red Sox finished the regular season tied, necessitating a one-game playoff at Fenway Park, in which Boudreau went 4 for 4, homering twice. The Indians went on to beat the Braves in the World Series. Don't give out my secrets there, Hubert. The Indians went to beat the Braves in the World Series, and Boudreau picked up the American League Most Valuable Player Award. All right. Boudreau moved to the Red Sox for the 1951 season and was a player manager for the club in 1952, his final season as a player. He managed the Sox for 2 more seasons before taking over the Kansas City Athletes from 1955 through 1957. In 1958, he moved to the radio booth for WGN and the Chicago Cubs. In 1960, he was involved in a most unusual trade, switching places with Cubs manager Charlie Grimm. Grimm went up to the radio booth while Boudreau took over as manager. In 1961, he was back on the airwaves, where he remained with the Cubs until 1988. Boudreau was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1970. He had terrific instincts and was a great competitor, said his Hall of Fame teammate Bob Feller. As a player-manager, he became so good that he went as far as calling pitches from shortstop. He was always thinking, always in the game. Boudreau was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1970, and then he passed away on August the 10th in 2001. He discounts his lack of speed by getting an uncanny jump on the ball and playing hitters with rare judgment and instinct. His hands are too small, but there is not a surer pair on any infield. He has an impossible stance, but he won the American League Batting Championship. As a competitor, he has few equals and no superiors, said H.S. Salsinger of the from the Sporting News, June 29th, 1948. So for his career stats and career at a glance, he played in 1,646 games, 6,029 at-bats, 861 runs, 1,779 hits, 385 doubles, 66 triples, 68 home runs, 789 RBIs, 51 stolen bases, 796 walks. He had a batting average of .295, an OPS of .795, an on-base percentage of .380, and a slugging percentage of .415. So there we have it. And he did play. He played for the Cleveland Indians from 1938 to 1950, the Boston Red Sox from 1951 to 1952. And back in the day, they could manage and be a ball player at the same time. So when he was managing, he did manage the Cleveland Indians from 1942 to 1950, the Boston Red Sox from 1952 to 1954, the Kansas City Athletics from 1955 to 1957, and when he ended his baseball player and manager career was in 1960 with the Chicago Cubs. So there you have it, our first Hall of Famer for the 1970 class, Lou Boudreau. Okay, next up to bat. Next up to bat is Earle Combs. Earle Combs is our second inductee for the class of 1970. Let me pop in the chat here real quick. Pop in the chat. Good morning, Kevin. Wesley, glad to hear it. Hope you like it. Kevin, did you hand autograph all those cards? Of course he did. That's what I do when I send mine out if they're autographed. Faith family. Aaron, how are you doing there, buddy? I saw the video that you posted up when you opened my Patreon package. I really do appreciate that. All right, so let me get back into our second Hall of Famer, Earle Combs. Earle Brian Combs. Primary team was the New York Yankees, and he was a center fielder. Though Earle Combs may have been overshadowed by more celebrated teammates like Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, the center fielder and leadoff hitter on some of the most successful Yankees teams of the 1920s and 30s was held in high regard by those in the game. He was a table setter for Ruth and Gehrig, that fellow Hall of Fame player Joe Cronin. He was always on base, it seemed, and they'd hit a homer. He was an important cog in that Yankee team of 1927 that a lot of people considered the best of all time. He was a great fielder, a great leadoff hitter, and fast as the devil. He could really get to the ball. A line drive hitter, a ball hawk in center field, and a speed demon on the field and on the bases. Combs was part of 4 pennant-winning teams and 3 World Series championships during his 12 seasons with the Yankees. Included in Combs' legendary run was the famed 1927 team, nicknamed Murderers Row, and considered by many as the best team in baseball history. It also produced one of the great outfields, and with left fielder Bob Musial hitting .337, Combs at .356, and Ruth at .356 with 60 home runs. Surrounded by such a powerful lineup, Combs' ability to showcase his speed on the base paths was negated. But this didn't stop a young Combs from one day broaching the subject with manager Miller Huggins. Down in Louisville, Combs said, they called me the mail carrier. Up here, Huggins said, we call you the waiter. When you get on first base, you just wait there for Ruth or Gehrig or one of the other fellows to send you the rest of the way around. Huggins, a fellow Hall of Famer, would later remark, if you had 9 Combses on your ball club, you could go to bed every night and sleep like a baby. Nicknamed the Kentucky Colonel, the lefty swinging Combs finished with 1,866 hits and a .325 batting average during a career cut short by injuries. Despite the hardships, he collected more than 200 hits in a season 3 times, scored more than 100 runs 8 straight years from 1925 through 1932, and hit over 300 8 times with a high of .356 in 1927, but he had only 58 home runs. Once joking, I can remember every one of them. Combs was more than a grand ball player. He was always a first-class gentleman, Ruth said. No one ever accused him of being out on a drinking party, and you'd laugh at the words he used for cussing. Often he'd sit in his room and read the Bible, for he came from a strict mountaineer family, but Earle was all man and a great competitor. Combs passed away on July 21st, 1976. If you had 9 Combs on your ball club, you could go to bed every night and sleep like a baby. Again, that was said by Miller Huggins. All right, his career stats and career at a glance. He played in 1,455 games, had 5,746 at-bats, 1,186 runs, 1,866 hits, 309 doubles, 154 triples, 58 home runs, 632 RBIs, 98 stolen bases, 670 walks, 325 batting average, and 859 OPS, a 397 on-base percentage, and a 462 slugging percentage. Again, he played for the New York Yankees his whole shortened career because of injuries, 1924 to 1935. And that is our second Hall of Famer in the class of 1970. Next up to bat is not a player, but an executive. All right, our third inductee for 1970 is Ford Frick. Full name is Ford Christopher Frick. All right, and he was an executive. Let me pop in the chat here real quick here. Hi, Wesley. No problem. Always good stuff in there, Donald. Is 3-card collectors in here? I've been having trouble getting on his live streams on Mixer. Yeah, I don't. 3 cards sometimes will pop in here, sometimes won't. He's not real faithful in the channel, but he does pop in once in a while. Usually when he does pop in, he wants to advertise him going on Mixer. But that's like a gaming platform, and I don't really go to Mixer that much. I'll stick with my YouTube family. That's what I do here. But thanks for inquiring there, Mason Sports Talk. Yeah, 3 cards. The only time I really see him in here is when he wants to try and get something free or try and sell a card to somebody or something like that. And I don't like when people sometimes do that. I am working on 3-card collectors too, trying to be an inspiration, trying to be a blessing to them. But he too will turn around. He'll catch the drift on how things work in YouTube. All right, you should give a name to your fans. Maybe I'll have a contest trying to figure out what my fans want to be called. I could say like Blomdalites, but they might think it has a Swedish Scandinavian twist to it. That's my last name. Blomdal is Scandinavian, Swedish. It means flowers blooming in the valley. All right. So, though an unlikely path from Colorado sports writers, we can call them Bloomies. All right, Uber. That's a cute one. All right. So, though an unlikely path from Colorado sports writer to commissioner of baseball, Ford C. Frick oversaw monumental changes and achievements during his 31 years of leadership in the game. He also helped to ensure those achievements would be preserved forever in Cooperstown, New York. Frick was a sports writer and high school English teacher in Colorado Springs when he was invited to join the staff of the New York American in 1922. It was the first of a series of historic events in Frick's life when he was, as he put it, in the right place at the right time. Frick covered the New York Yankees for the American and later the New York Evening Journal from 1923 to 1934 and was the ghostwriter for Babe Ruth's own book of baseball. In 1930, Frick began broadcasting games over the radio and pioneered the Daily Sports Report. 4 years later, he was hired to be the National League's public relations director. Frick held his new position for only 9 months before he was elected as president of the National League after outgoing president John A. Heidler resigned because of poor health. Soon after assuming power, Frick campaigned for a Hall of Fame that would honor baseball's greatest baseball players. Why not start a baseball museum and a Hall of Fame and have something that will last? Frick asked his fellow executives his vision and that of museum founder Stephen C. Clark was quickly realized when the National Baseball Museum, as it was then called, opened its doors on June 12, 1939. When Frick was elected to the National League president, a handful of teams, including the Boston Braves, Brooklyn Dodgers, Cincinnati Reds, and Philadelphia Phillies, were in financial peril due to the Great Depression. There were several franchises that might have gone by the boards, said Red Patterson, a longtime executive with the Dodgers and Angels. Frick did a great job of bringing in money and leadership. The man played a major part in the development of the National League and making it the great league it is today. In 1947, Frick threatened to ban players on the St. Louis Cardinals who had proposed to sit out in response to Jackie Robinson's debut in the National League. If you do this, you are through, and I don't care if it wrecks the league for 10 years, Frick told the Strikers. You cannot do this because this is America. When Commissioner Happy Chandler was dismissed by the owners in 1951, Frick was elected to take his place. Though he was known for his restraint and commitment to stability, Frick oversaw a period of huge growth in baseball. Both leagues expanded from 8 to 10 teams, with new ball clubs established in New York, Los Angeles, Houston, and Washington, D.C., which replaced the previous Senators franchise after it moved to the new territory of Minneapolis-St. Paul. Frick also negotiated television contracts that brought unprecedented revenue and visibility to the game. Through 30 years as a baseball leader, he brought the game integrity, dedication, and happy tranquility, said Commissioner Bowie Kuhn. Frick retired after 2 7-year terms in the commissioner's office in 1965. In 1970, he was fittingly elected as a member of the Hall of Fame, a museum he helped to create 31 years before. The museum presented its first annual Ford C. Frick Award, given to broadcasters for major contributions to baseball in 1978. The most gratifying achievement for me is right here in Cooperstown, Frick said upon his induction. Without the memories of the past, there could be no dreams of greatness in the future. Without those passing yesterdays, there could possibly be no bright tomorrow. Ford Frick is an able and conscientious administrator of unquestionable integrity who does his job with quite efficiency, said Red Smith. So there you have it. Ford Frick, our third inductee in the class of 1970. And our fourth and final class of 1970 inductee is Jesse Haines. Jesse Haines, let me pop back into the chat real quick before we get into Jesse Haynes's Hall of Fame induction. Mr. Combs was my neighbor, Robert said. Oh, that must have been pretty awesome. Did you have a chance to talk to him about baseball there, Robert? I used to mow his lawn. Oh, okay, that's right. He was probably older than you. I didn't think you were quite that old. But sometimes it's best to accept things as they are and count your blessings. That's right. Wow, that's pretty cool, Robert. Small world, smaller than you think. Well said, Kevin's card collecting and more. Mason Sport Card. Kevin, yeah, laugh out loud. I'm trying to figure the app out, having trouble, laugh out loud. All right. So let's continue on here. Let me do a refresh on him. In 1926, he beat the Yankees twice in the Fall Classic, including shutting them out once. Haines built on the momentum from the World Series to have the best season of his career in 1927. That year, he went 24-10 with a 2.72 ERA and led the National League in complete games, 25, and shutouts, 6. Haines won 20 games for the third and final time of his career in 1928 at the age of 34. From there, however, Haynes' career began to go into decline. He pitched for 9 more years, winning 70 more games, but never more than 13 in a season. He appeared in 2 more World Series, including in 1934, when the Cardinals' Gas House Gang topped Detroit. Haines retired after the 1937 season at the age of 44, and he was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1970 by the Veterans Committee. Haines died in 1978 at the age of 85. When I saw how hard a nice old man like Pop could take it after losing a game, I realized why he'd been such a consistent winner, and the Cardinals too. St. Louis center fielder Terry Moore said, "I never forgot how much Haines expected of himself and others." So as far as his career stats and career at a glance, he played in triple nickels 555 games. He had 3,460 hits, scored 1,556 runs, pitched in 3,208.2 innings, had 210 wins, 158 losses with a winning percentage of .571, started in 387 games, had an ERA of 3.64, complete games 209, 23 shutouts, a 1.350 whip, 11 saves through his career, gave up 1,298 earned runs, gave up 800 Cardinals in 1920 through 1937. So there you have it, our 4th and final Hall of Famer for the class of 1970. Jesse Haines. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that for our Hall of Fame inductees as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these guys away. Put them back in my Hall of Fame binder a little bit later here. Yep. Leave these stands here so we can use them for the family mail call package next. Alright, this is a family mail call package from Chris Hoyt. And he is an acquaintance or a friend on Facebook. And so let me get into this real quick here. See how I can, oh wait, you know what? This one might be easier. I think it's been open before, but let me see if I can. I'll get it open here. There, if I do it this way, I might be able to use this hard type envelope back over again. We'll see. Let's see how good of a packaging job he did in there. Boom. Alright, I think I got everything out of there. I did not see any note. I didn't think he'd send it out. He knows who I am. But let's see what we got here. Alright. Ooh, that one looks pretty nice. And a little box of cards. Alright. I do like these kind of little bags here. These are kind of good little bubbles. I gotta figure out how to buy some of these. Actually, I get so many in the mail, I don't probably have to buy any. I just reuse the ones that I got. But let's see what we have here. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice foil card of Pete Alonso. I believe these might be all 2020 tops from what I remember in the note that he sent me on Facebook. So, no, it's just a base variation, just the foil card. But that's a nice little foil card to add to my collection. Oh, there we go. Rice Hoskins for the very first time. Oh, that's a short print one. That's a short print Rice Hoskins, 294 out of 299. Let me, sorry, I left my Hall of Fame up there. Let me get the chat back up there. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. What am I missing here in the chat? Can you do another subscriber? Can you do another subscriber chat live stream? What? Anyone else frozen or just me? Let's see. I don't think I should be frozen. How am I doing there? Back up now. Mine is 2. Hey, Kevin, Wesley. Okay. I guess maybe it was froze up for a second there. Frank. Oh, Frank's Card Corner is in the house. How you doing there, Frank? Nice of you to join us today. Happy Frank Day. Hey, Hubers. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kendall. Hey, Frank. All right. Let me refresh the screen here so I know where I left off reviewing. But that is a nice Rice Hoskins there. 294 out of 299. A short print. All right. And what do we got on this one? Ooh, Andrew Haney. California Angels. You must have these. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. This one is an advanced stat. So in case you guys don't know, if they're numbered out of 300, that is the advanced stat par cards. All right. So if they're numbered out of 300, they are advanced stat. They give the different stats down here. For a lot of times it's pitchers, but Major League Advanced Stat Record. So they go for the Angels, and then they give them different information on the back here. So this is 15 out of 300. Oh, there we go. David Peralta for Kevin's Card Collecting and More. There we go. David Peralta. That must be the reason he's got these top loaded. Oh, yeah. This one is 121 out of 300. Another short print. Oh, my word. There we go. Back-to-back Arizona Diamondbacks there, Kevin. Are you seeing that? Idelmaro Vargas. Number 32 out of 300. Number 32 out of 300. So, nice short prints right in here. The Pete Alonso short print for the league leaders. Foil card. The short print on the Rice Hoskins set. And then 3 advanced stat cards. That is pretty cool. All right. Let me put these all over here for now. Guess I'll put the serialized short prints over here. And now we got one more box to go through. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Really do appreciate that, Chris. I don't see that he's popped into the channel today. Yes, Kevin is definitely is. Is there a way to identify them as short prints from the front of the card? Oh, no, unfortunately, Kevin. This is it's if you look at the bottom here, if I can get it to focus here. Only by the code in the bottom, the 83, the last 2 numbers there, shows it's the advanced stat. But then, of course, you can see it is serialized here. Okay? So there's no way of identifying them from the front. That's why you do have to look at the backs of your cards. I always go through after I'm done my stream to see if I missed anything. And I look for that information. Like on the foil card, it's just a base card, but it's a base variation. So on the on the foil cards, like you can see this Pete Alonso, which I think this is the first one of these foils I have. On the foil cards, it's just a variation on the front. You can see the foil as I flicker it around a little bit. But on the back, it just shows it's a base card because it's numbered 69 down here. Okay, so you have your base cards are 69, and then there are variations, which are the foils and or the short prints. Okay, there's the advanced stat bars, which are 83 is the last two numbers on the serial number on the bottom of the card, like I showed you. And then the variation short prints are 284s, and then the super short print variations are 285. Okay, so that's pretty much how that works. I have tons of Diamondback cards. I need to go back and look at the backs. Laugh out loud. I need to turn them over and read the Diamondbacks, the D-backs. Yep, that's how you check them, basically. I can't believe you didn't know that, Kevin. You should have asked me. I would have explained it to you earlier. But that's okay. So let's see what we have in here. Couple of, oh, I see what he did there. He used these as fillers, and he took off the little security tags here. You can see where they're stuck. I kind of do that too. I keep these type things as marker cards, so I do not throw them away. They come in handy at times. Ooh, let's see what I like. These kind of boxes. Now I got a spare one of these. These come in handy for using them for different things. So let's see what we've got here. Oh my word, these are a lot of shimmering, shiny cards here. So we got an Tyler Alexander with the Detroit Tigers. Got a little bit of a ding there. All right, and these are, that's right, gold. So just so you do know, Kevin, the gold ones, the gold borders on this side here, that indicates that's the 2020 short prints. Okay, so it looks like it's a Tyler Alexander with the Detroit Tigers short print. Okay, so let's see, I'll put that one right up here. Ooh, there we go. We got the Malik Smith, Seattle Mariners. I don't think I have too many foils for the Mariners. But yep, on the back of that, it just shows it's a 69. But you can see it is the variation. There, if I wiggle it like that, you can see the foil on it. Let me put that up there with the Pete Alonso there. Trey Turner. Oh my word, how many of these did he send me? So he knows I'm working on that, trying to see how many out of the set I can get for the short print versions. 315 out of 2020. Trey Turner with the Washington Nationals. All right, Luis Garcia with the Angels. 1836 out of 2020. I won't go over all the backs of these here. I just wanted to highlight some of those there. Looks like these are all the gold type colored border. So Kenley Jansen with the Dodgers. Yep. Josh Fagley with the Oakland Athletics. These are all short print cards, I bet he sent me. Buster Posey with the Giants. Carlos Rondon with the Chicago White Sox. Jason Nipkiss with the Cleveland Indians. Carlos Santana with the Cleveland Indians. Oh, there we go. Oscar Mercado, Future Star, short print card with the Cleveland Indians. There we go. Brock Holt with the Boston Red Sox. Here, let me put these guys over here. Put the landscape ones that way. Gene Segura with the Philadelphia Phillies. Ooh, I don't think I got one of those. Hollywood Heroes with the short print. All right. then it looks like we're back to the foil cards. You know what? Let me do this since these are sleeved up. Let me set them over there out of the way, since I'm a left-hander, and put my Malik Smith here. Start putting these other foil cards over here. These all foils? Oh my word. They're all foil cards. Wow, I just increased my foil card collection. Dario Agrazal with the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right. Let me take a quick peek in the chat here. Let's see. Let me go back up real quick to where I left off on the chat. The kind of live stream where you chat with other people. Don's next series, short print Saturday. You never know. Kendall, is there a way to identify them as SPs from the front of the card? Oh, only some of them, Kevin. Like I said, of course the foils are self-explanatory. You can see them when you open them up in the pack. There are different color designs, like you see the ones that Ethan's gets from. You'll see the different colors, like the reds or the blues. Those are different short print versions. But as far as like the advanced stat, no, the advanced stat, you just pretty much have to look at the backs of the cards. And then again, you'll see them if they're serialized and things like of that nature. Yeah, you can look at the regular. See, it's the gray basic front is the base, but then, yeah, as far as the backs, you just have to look at the serial numbers down here. But, the advanced stat record are serial numbered. All right. So you just have to pay attention to the 69, 83, 84, and 85 numbers on the back. Tells you whether it's a short print or a super short print or an advanced stat. Okay? Early on when we were breaking open the 2020s, I heard different people talking about them. So that's what I looked for in there. Ethan's Elvis Covers and More is in the house. How you doing there, Ethan? Just caught that out of the corner of my eye, but these are awesome cards to add to my collection from Chris here. Really do appreciate this, Chris. I couldn't believe you sent me this many cards. I thought he told me, he said, I'm going to send you a few cards, a few short print cards, okay? I was like, oh my word. It's like short print heaven here. Thanks for popping in here, Ethan. You get to see me open up this package here. Yes, today is Fairfield Friday on my channel, 3 p.m. Eastern time. There we go. And then, so 3 to 4, and then also what time does Ethan's sale start? At 7? Dearman, it will be 6 o'clock your time. Yeah, 6 o'clock for Dearman's time there. Exactly. Sorry. So yeah, I think Ethan's. So you're gonna have to have a short stream there today, Kevin. If Ethan's coming on at 7, or is it 7:30, Ethan? Hope all is well, Donald. Oh yes, I am doing well. This is awesome today. This package I got from a friend of mine on Facebook, from Chris. Looks like he sent me a bunch of foil cards, a bunch of short print, advanced stats, a Rice Hoskins serial numbered card. This Rice Hoskins here was a 294 out of 299. And then a foil card for Pete Alonso. So awesome cards in my set here. We're just going to highlight through the rest of these foil cards, it looks like. A stack of foil cards here. Here we go, Kevin. Another Josh Rojas with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh my word, I got my first Yusei Kikuchi foil card. Oh wait, wrong stack here. That's the gold cards. These are the foil cards. Yusei Kikuchi foil. Another one for my Yusei Kikuchi collection. All right, Jose Abreu with the Chicago White Sox. There you go, Kevin. Idomaro Vargas with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Can you do another 1-minute auction video? Dearman, why don't you type want instead of won't? Kind of confusing. Yeah. So Idomaro Vargas, a little bit of spot there, but that's okay. Manny Machado with the San Diego Padres. Shout out to Kevin's Card Collecting. Christian Yelich, league leader. Wow, when you have that foil on there, that league leader kind of pops out at you right there. I mean, the yellow, you can see it on the other cards, but when it's on the foil version, it really pops out. I want to let you know, Ethan's, I am allowed to buy in your sale tonight. I have birthday money. Well, that's cool there, Dearman. Much better, Kevin, right? Okay. So Christian Yelich with the Milwaukee Brewers. Luke Voigt with the New York Yankees. Trevor Richards with the Tampa Bay Rays. Trevor Richards. Nicky Lopez with the Kansas City Royals. All right. Oh, here we go, Kevin. Another one. Another Arizona Diamondbacks. Andrew Chafin with the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right. Boom. Milwaukee Brewers team card foil version. Pretty cool card. Oh, we got some foils there, it looks like. Ian Desmond with the Colorado Rockies. And last but not least, oh, there we go. Houston Astros team foil card. Awesome cards, Chris. Can't believe he sent me so many of these. But that is so cool. Got some sorting to do after this stream here. Now we get to go on to, so we got the Hoskins short print. 294 out of 299. The Pete Alonso foil, which was pretty cool. And then the 3 advanced stat cards. Andrew Heaney, David Peralta, and Idomaro Vargas. Both all 3 short stack cards. Oh wait, no, 2. Yeah. 3 advanced stack cards. So pretty cool. All right, and then we had the gold border cards, which are 2020. You can kind of see these on here. You look on the back of the gold card, you can see they're all serialized. Short print serialized cards. So I got that grouping right there for the gold border 2020 cards, and then the foil cards here. Pretty cool. Houston Astros, Philadelphia Phillies, Colorado Rockies, and then we got the Brewers. And then we got Andrew Chafin, Nicky Lopez, Trevor Richards, Luke Voigt, Christian Yelich, Manny Machado, Idomaro Vargas, Jose Abreu, Yusei Kikuchi, Rojas, Pittsburgh, and Malik Smith. So I got 2 of my Mariners and foil versions now. So pretty cool. Set these all aside here and get ready to go through this old product. This is my unhindered version of a Fairfield Friday product. How's that sound? This is going to be a newer version, or not newer, an older version of like a Fairfield product. All right, special limited edition box. It's limited edition from the mid 1990s. Just in case you are wondering, special limited, one genuine autographed baseball card in this box from one of today's rising stars. Quite frankly, I don't think the autograph card is still in here, but we will see what's in here. 400 collectible baseball cards, includes limited edition subset cards, plus much more. And it includes baseball cards from series as Classic, Donruss, Topps, and Upperdeck. So, let me pop in the chat here. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Thanks there, Huber. Appreciate you doing that. Probably in about a week or so, we'll see. Maybe you'll be part of the Blue Wrench Club here. All right. Oh, he did 116 of those hot corner boxes. Whoa, that is a lot. Yeah, I know. Eric Jabs does a lot of product on his, but he goes through so fast you don't have a chance to enjoy the cards. He's just trying to see if he can get any special cards. I mean, he goes through so fast you don't even have a chance to see the card in front of you. That's the only thing about when you grow as big as they do. That's pretty much, you kind of run out of the excitement and the experience of seeing what the cards look like. So we're going to go ahead and go through this box. As you can see, there are a lot of cards in here. There are a lot of cards in here. And I'm just going to kind of go through and see. I'll do it pretty quick. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. Let me see if I can figure out how to. I'm probably going to just take a few out at a time and put them all in a stack here and then go through the box as we can. Okay, boom, bitty boom. Okay, I'm just going to take these out and lay them all up on the top here. It's probably a lot easier to go through them that way. I can't even remember for sure what I did with these cards back in the day. But I'm going to go through these and we'll see what we find in here. Alright. So I'm going to just lay these all up here. Put them all off to the side here. You can see the stack as we go through it. Actually, what am I doing that for? Well, yeah. All right, let's see who we got here. We got Nellie Fox here. Nellie Fox. Joe Bicker from the Tacoma Tigers. Armando Benitez with Albany. These look like pro ball. Derek Lee, best of the best. Rocky Coppinger. Yeah, these look like pro ball cards. Opachi. Okay, Kenny Rogers. There's a Kenny Rogers from the Rangers. Steve Sachs with the White Sox. Bip Roberts. Dave Stewart. Mark Leader with the Tigers. Roberto Hernandez with the White Sox. Mike Fetters with the Brewers. Pat Borders. He played for the Mariners at one time in his career. This is with the, I want to say the Toronto Blue Jays, possibly. Doesn't really say. Nicknames, G. All right, this is some, a couple of cards from the Conlon collection. Bose Burger with the Boston Red Sox. Skippy Roberge with the Boston Braves. And then we've got Darren Lewis Jardinero. Oh wow, this Hispanic is a Spanish card. Kevin could probably read this card. Kevin still here, or did he take off? That's pretty interesting. A Hispanic card. Jardinero or Ardinero? I don't know how you say that for sure. Lazandor, Andy Baines with the San Diego Padres and a Hispanic San Diego Padre card. Andy Baines. Terry Steinbach, Matt Sinatro, Carl Nichols, Eddie Collins, Casey Stengel, and there's another one. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. I might miss some other ones. Nellie Fox. Trying to remember off the top of my head. Usually I'll just pick out the Hall of Famers as I know for sure they're a Hall of Famer. All right. Let me just kind of go through one little stack at a time here. Jimmy Key with the Orioles. Scott Bixson with the Orioles. Mark. Oh, these are hard ones to read with the way they got them laying out. Wohler with the Braves. John Schmaltz. I think Schmaltz, he's a Hall of Famer, right? John Schmaltz. Schmaltzy. No, Schmaltz. Oh, wait, no, Schmaltz. That's yeah, John Schmaltz is a Hall of Famer. That's right. There, hold on. Why don't we put Schmaltz up here? Alan Trammell back there. All right. Jeff Blauser with the Braves. Greg Maddux. There we go. Maddux. Maddux is a Hall of Famer. Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. All right. Fred McGriff. Boy, these are all a lot of sideways cards. Javier Lopez. Kenny Lofton. There we go, Kenny Lofton from back in the day. Another Kenny Lofton with the Braves. Michael Tucker with the Braves. Garrett Anderson with the Angels. Dave Holinsky with the Angels. Boy, these are hard to read. Chuck Finley. I'll just try and get their names. Darren Erstad. Jason Dixon. Boom. Eddie Murray. Oh my word, these are. That's an interesting. Looks like the ball players there in the photo booth or in the press section there. Hasegawa. Oh, there we go. Alex Rodriguez with the Seattle Mariners. A-Rod card. All right, Roger Clemens. There we go, Roger Clemens with the Blue Jays. Greg Maddux. There we go, Greg Maddux. Another Greg Maddux card there. There we go, Kevin. Tony Gwynn with the San Diego Padres. Tony Gwynn for Kevin's card collecting and more. San Diego Padres. Jose Cruz Jr. Mike Piazza, Hall of Famer Mike Piazza. All right. Tino Martinez still has a chance to make it into the Hall of Fame. We'll see if he gets elected in. And if not, maybe through the Veterans Committee later on down the road. Larry Walker, new Hall of Famer. Larry Walker. Pedro Martinez. Let's see, Pedro I think is in there, right? Pedro Martinez. Yep, Pedro Martinez is a Hall of Famer. Greg Maddux. There we go, another Greg Maddux in here from this set here. Mark Gardner. Another Mark Gardner. Jay Buhner with the Seattle Mariners. Jay Buhner, J-Bone. Another Jay Buhner. Jimmy Key. History in the making. Tino Martinez again. I love how you say Seattle Mariners. That's my team. True to the blue. True to the blue. All right. Chris Snopek. I wonder. I think I might. Maybe I have the. Maybe at one time I put. Yeah, I think I put these in order. That's okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's how I put them in the box. So we probably will see similar, or I'll be previewing some of the different. So these are Upper Deck cards, of course. Chris Snopek. Doug Drabek with the White Sox. Albert Bell. Mike Cameron. There we go. Mike Cameron. Durham. Lyle Mooten. Kevin Uri. All right, Kevin Uri. Mark Grace. Steve Trishell. Ryan Sandberg. Family, right? Yep, the Rhino, right? Ryan Sandberg. He's a Hall of Famer. Doug Glanville. John Valentin. So that's why we're getting some doubles and stuff here. Troy Leary. Aaron Seeley. Tim Naring. Tom Gordon. That's D. Gordon's dad. D. Gordon for the Seattle Mariners. Mo Vaughn. Jeffrey Hammonds. Eric Davies. H.O.F. Andy Myers. Harold Baines. Hall of Famer Harold Baines. Oh, there we go. 2 Harold Baines cards. Sorry, I'm going to cover up the here, I'll put Harold Baines here for now in case Kevin shows up. All right. So let's see, what set is this one? It's an Upper Deck. Looks like a 1998 Upper Deck product. All right, Bobby Higginson with the Tigers. Raul Asanova with the Tigers. Justin Thompson with Detroit. Easley with the Tigers. Vinny Castilla with the Rockies. Sandy Alomar Jr. Okay. Bartolo Colon. That's an old... What year is this one for Bartolo? Ooh. Could be close to a rookie card for a Bartolo Colon. Anyone know when Bartolo Colon's rookie year was? Just kind of curious on that. Yeah, I know Colon is still playing. This is back from 1998. This is 1998 card. All right, David Justice. Okay. I'll just stick with the ones. Brian Giles, Omar Vasquez, Earle Hershiser. There we go, Earle Hershiser. Jim Thome. There we go, Jim Thome. No, he's a Hall of Famer, right? Thome? Yeah, Jim Thome, Hall of Famer. Put those two Thome cards there. Separate all my Hall of Famers out of this stack here. Pokey Reese with the Reds. Deion Sanders with the Reds. Willie Green with the Reds. Barry Larkin. There we go. Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. Barry Larkin. And Ed Tobensi with the Reds. 1997 is Bartolo Colon's rookie year, huh? That is cool. So yeah, this looks like that's what these are here. Bob Abreu with the Astros. Chris Holt. Craig Biggio. There we go. All-star card. Craig Biggio. All right, another Craig Biggio. So I got two Craig Biggios there. Daryl Kyle. Robert Nen. Tony Andres. Moises Alou with the Marlins. Gary Sheffield with the Marlins. Edgar Renteria with the Marlins. Charles Johnson with the Marlins. I think back in this sort they probably went by team, it looks like. Levon Hernandez with the Marlins. Tony Clark with the Tigers. Bubba Trammell with the Tigers. And Bobby Higginson with the Tigers. There we go. Fernando Vina with the Brewers. These were some awful slick looking what do they call these, like try and remember the type of photography, but these are like real photo cards, real good photo quality. Gerald Williams with the Brewers. Dave Nilsson with the Brewers. Doug Jones with the Brewers. Antoine Williamson. Jeff D'Amico. Cal Eldred. Rick Carbos with the Dodgers. Todd Zeile with the Dodgers. A couple of Todd Zeile cards there. Hideo Nomo. There we go. I think 95 was Hideo Nomo's year, when his rookie year, right? Trying to find one of his rookie cards for something I'm getting ready to do here soon in my next sale. Greg Gagne with the Dodgers. Raul Mondesi with the Dodgers. All right, Chan Ho Park with the Dodgers. Jay Bell with the Royals. Mike McFarland with the Royals. Chili Davis with the Royals. Brad Osmus with the Astros. Billy Wagner with the Astros. Luis Gonzalez with the Astros. Cool. We're finding a few Hall of Famers so far. All right. Oops. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Frank Thomas. These are they? They're not inserts, are they? No, just a little subset they did within the set. Frank Thomas with the White Sox. Frank Thomas. Ooh, got a bunch of Frank Thomases here. Ken Caminetti. Ken Caminetti. All right, Ken Caminetti with the Padres. Defined the game. Guess this was a little set. Derek Jeter. There we go. Derek Jeter. 1, 2. Oh, boom. Boom. Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. the kid. Ken Griffey Jr. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 Ken Griffey Jr.'s there. Right after that, Derek Jeters. Cool, cool, cool. I gotta make a little space there for these cards here. Brady Anderson. Brady Anderson. Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens. Tony Gwynn. Where's Kevin at? He must have took off. Where's Kevin? Tony Gwynn. He'd probably like one of these Tony Gwynn cards. All right. Put some Tony Gwynns up there. Vladimir Guerrero. Look at that. Vladdy Daddy here. Only one of those. Vladdy Daddy. All right. Bob Tewksbury. Bob Tewksbury with the Twins. Bob Tewksbury with the Twins. Rick Aguilar with the Twins. Todd Walker with the Twins. Paul Molitor. Paul Molitor? Hall of Famer Paul Molitor there. All right. Matt Lawton. Matt Lawton with the Twins. And Fernando Vina. Fernando Vina actually leaves off where we left off earlier. Go through some more of these real quick. Getting through the box pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Not too bad. Armando Reynoso. Reynoso with the Mets. Reynoso with the Mets. Ray Ordonez with the Mets. Looks like we got some Mets. Todd Hundley with the Mets. John Franco with the Mets. Edgardo Alfonso with the Mets. Butch Husky with the Mets. Some of these names. Another Mets player. All right. Rondell White with the Expos. Rondell White. Santangelo with the Expos. Ryan McGuire with the Expos. Pedro Martinez. There we go. 2 more Pedro Martinez Hall of Famers. Carlos Perez with the Expos. All right, Lee Smith, Hall of Famer Lee Smith. Hall of Famer Lee Smith there. Mike Lansing. Mike Lansing. Oh, here we go. Some more of those insert cards here. F.P. Santangelo with the Expos. Rusty Greer with the Rangers. Andrew Jones with Atlanta. Andrew Jones. Okay. Andrew Jones. Just double checking real quick here on my list off to the side. Mark McGuire. Mike Piazza, there we go. Greg Maddux. Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. Oh, there we go. Alex Rodriguez with the Seattle Mariners. When A-Rod was with the Mariners. Boom! Cal Ripken Jr. How many Cals we got here? 2. 2 Cal Ripken Jr.'s. Boom! Right behind it. Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds? All right. So cool. Getting more Hall of Famers for my Hall of Fame separation. Always nice to get more Hall of Famers. All right. Wendell McGee Jr. All right. And then we've got Jason Giambi with the Oakland Athletics. It almost looks like they X'd through the Athletics for some reason, but it's just the way he's jumping over, doing those hops over the hurdles. Just the way it looks there. Ariel Pareto, Scott Spezio, Jason McDonald with the Athletics, Damon Mashore with the Athletics, Steve Carsey with the Athletics, Mark Behorn with the Athletics, Hideki Erubu, Diamond Debuts cards, Charles Hayes, Cecil Fielder, Paul O'Neill. Oh, there we go. Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer. Wade Boggs. Andy Pettit. Ripken is awesome. Got to run to the store. Have a good day. Hopefully see you tomorrow, Donald. No problem. We will be here. I haven't fully decided what we're going to do today, but I'm hoping I'll have a couple of family mail call packages to open up. We'll see what comes in the mail today. When I check not only my home mailbox, but go out to my business address. I go out to my business address about twice a week, just to not do it. I don't need to check the mail there every day and stuff. It's another locking type box. So Andy Pettit with the Yankees. Bernie Williams with the Yankees. John Olerud, he played for the Seattle Mariners for a little while. John Olerud did, once upon a time. So yes, these are pretty much an Upper Deck product from back in the day. Willie McGee. I think so. I'll just try and go through these, finish these off here a little bit quicker here. Willie McGee. Alan Baines, and I might miss some of the Hall of Famers. Gary Gaetti with the Cardinals. Mike Delius. Lou Collier with the Pirates. Tony Womack with the Pirates. Kevin Elster with the Pirates. John Lieber with the Pirates. Kevin Young with the Pirates. Francisco Cordova with the Pirates. Kevin Polkovich with the Pirates. Here we go. Mike Lieberthal with the Philadelphia Phillies. Mickey Morandi with the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, and then Wayne Gomez with the Phillies. Garrett Stevenson. Rico Baragna. Getting down to the bottom of the stack here. Going through this box pretty good. But it's nice to see some of these old cards in pristine shape. I mean, these are almost, well, they're pretty much all box fresh when I opened them in the 90s. They've been in the box ever since. So, and as you can see, I did take care of my stuff. JT Snow with the Giants. Okay, Sean Estes with the Giants. Bill Mueller with the Giants. Derek Lee with the Padres. Ricky Henderson. I know he's a Hall of Famer. Yep, Ricky Henderson. 2 more Hall of Famers for my Hall of Fame select separation. Ken Caminetti with the Padres. All right, Ken Caminetti with the Padres. All right, make sure I'm not missing much in the chat there. Verbus with the Padres, second baseman. Steve Finley with the Padres. Then we got Mark McGuire with the Cincinnati Reds. Or no, with the St. Louis Cardinals. Sorry. Ron Gagne with the Cardinals. That's where we left off the last section there. About 2 more little stacks after this one here. Rusty Greer with the Rangers. Lee Stevens with the Rangers. Benji Guile with the Rangers. Dan Wilson, he played with the Seattle Mariners. Russ Davis with the Seattle Mariners. Boom! There we go. Oh, I like that. Back-to-back Mariners. Edgar Martinez, Ken Griffey Jr., a double Griffey Jr., all right, then we have a Dennis Martinez with the Mariners. Joey Cora with the Mariners. Jamie Moyer with the Mariners. It's nice to go through some of the Seattle Mariners. Jeff Kent with the Giants. Dante Powell with the Giants. Terry Mulholland with the Giants. And Mark Gardner with the Giants. All right, looks like we have 2 little sections to go here. All right, then I think we'll be, ooh, there we go, some season highlight cards. Bobby Higginson. Steve Finley, Mo Vaughn, Ryan Sandberg, Kevin Brown, Boom! Ken Griffey Jr. season highlight. Tino Martinez. Tino Martinez season highlight. Let's see. I'll go through and double check in case I missed any Hall of Famers. Benito Santiago with the Blue Jays. Shannon Stewart with the Blue Jays. Carlos Delgado with the Blue Jays. Joey Caballero with the Blue Jays. Kelvin Escobar with the Blue Jays. Pat Hentgen with the Blue Jays. Ed Sprague with the Blue Jays. And Bobby Witt. So cool cards there. Rounding those up. And one last little stack here. Oh, I think we got some star rookies. Okay, here's the rookies from the batch here. Fernando Tatis. Fernando Tatis. That must be Fernando Tatis Sr. This must be Daddy here. Do you follow up North Collectors? North Collectors. Do you follow up North Collectors? I'm confused on that one, Huber. CUFFS. Gotta run to the store. Okay, boom. Nothing super new in the chat here. We will be getting ready to end up here pretty soon. Almost done. Just going to go through these star rookies left. Fernando Tatis with the Rangers. Mario Valdez with the White Sox. Derek Gibson with the Rockies. Jarrett Wright with the Indians. Todd Dunwoody with the Marlins. Aaron Boone with the Reds. Jeff Abbott with the White Sox. Jeremy Gonzalez with the Cubs. Matt Norris with the Cardinals. Juan Milo with the Padres. Todd Helton with the Rockies. Pat Klein with the Cubs. Richie Sexson with the Indians. Dennis Reyes with the Dodgers. And Eli Marrero with the Cardinals. So pretty cool there. Bunch of Hall of Famers. I did like that. This one's for Gavin, though. Tony Gwynn. All right, and then, of course, in this stack here, we did get a couple of Ken Griffey Jr.'s. Got a Griffey Jr. there. Ken Griffey Jr. there. Edgar Martinez. Wade Boggs. Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Vladdy Daddy. Craig Biggio with the Astros. Then we've got Harold Baines with the Orioles. Then we've got History in the Making, Greg Maddux. Another great, and then two more Greg Madduxes. So cool cards there. Hey, Mr. Donald, I have to go. We'll see you Tuesday. All right there, Huber. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you do get a chance, I do a video tomorrow. But if you're busy on a Saturday, I understand. But we will be having probably some type of product opening tomorrow. Probably a 2020 or possibly 2019. I haven't fully decided yet. But we did get some Cal Ripken Jr.'s, Greg Maddux, Mike Piazza, Pedro Martinez, some more Tony Gwynn's, Ken Griffey Jr.'s, Derek Jeter's, Frank Thomas's, Jim Thome, and John Schmaltz. So awesome cards here too. And then to finish off, a few more Hall of Famers. I might have a few I missed out of there, but I'll double check. I'll check with my trading card database and make sure I didn't miss any other Hall of Famers out of this set. Since it looks like a good 95% of this box was one card set from these. So, and we do have a few miscellaneous ones on the end there. So Ricky Henderson, Lee Smith, a couple of Lee Smiths, Paul Molitor, Barry Larkin, Ryan Sandberg, Pedro Martinez, Larry Walker, Mike Piazza, and Alan Trammell. I don't believe I have this Alan Trammell, though. It's a Hispanic version. That was pretty cool to get that one there. But there we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our stream today. And as we went through my version of a Fairfield Friday, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me make a little spot here so I can say a quick goodbye here in my usual fashion. Alright, so you can see my Hall of Fame hat I'm wearing today along with my Hall of Fame shirt. Alright, this is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame Veteran Sports Cards and Collectibles, having been live to you from Arlington, Washington with another Hall of Fame Friday video series. Of course, next week, let me just give you my preview for next week. For next week's Hall of Famers, we'll be moving back in time to the 1960s. And we will have 1969 next. Okay. And let me see how many we have in our class next week. Only 4. 4 Hall of Famers for next week's. And they are all baseball players. So hopefully I can find some baseball cards for these guys. It's Roy Campanella, Brooklyn Dodgers catcher. Stan Kowalski with the Cleveland Indians pitcher. Waite Hoyt with the New York Yankees pitcher, and Stan Musial. I know I have Stan Musial cards. St. Louis Cardinals left fielder. So that will be our Hall of Fame induction class for next week. It will be again 4 more Hall of Famers. So other than that, I'm going to get ready to sign off for today. So you guys have a great and wonderful day, and we will see you guys tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday for our next edition. Hope all is well, Donald. Yes, I am doing fine. Oh, I think my chat locked up. So for those that were in the house with me today, I do appreciate you guys. Want to give a shout out to Huber Trick Shots. And everybody else that is in the chat possibly right now. Wesley Tonneson, Fate Family and Sports, he had to run earlier too. But I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, okay? Let me get ready to turn the camera around and go ahead and sign off for today. I'll probably have to do a reload and sign back off one more time. But we will see you guys tomorrow. I'll post up what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Okay? Bye now, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye now. As always, Streamlabs kind of locked up on me and stuff, so I just had to pop in real quick. I'll be popping right back out, just so you know. But I always have to do this, and I had taken everything down off of here, so I had to reload it real quick to go ahead and sign off the proper way. So we will see you guys tomorrow, those that can make it. And you guys have a great and wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye now. Take care, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay? Bye now.